Hey, I'm Jackie.
I'm Tatyana.
And this is What the Hell?
On today's episode, we're just introducing ourselves for real.
Yeah. Literally. Who are we?
Who am I? Who is she?
Who are you?
Who is we?
Together.
How did we meet?
How did we meet?
Oh, STEM social.
STEM social.
Yes. When they came for Afrotech.
Afrotech, yeah.
Yep.
Afrotech.
Yep. And then we just followed each other.
Yeah. And then, I remember you were doing the 40 under 40 for Black Health Connect.
Okay.
And you were saying, everybody, please nominate me. And I was like, yeah, I've been seeing what you were doing.
Period.
And I was like, I will nominate you.
Oh, period.
And that's when I was like, what's your last name? And then I was like, your last name actually is Licorice.
And is.
And is. And so I was like, this is cool. So then I nominated you.
Okay.
And then from there, here we are.
Then we went to the Houston
Black
Health Connect mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cute.
It was.
Because then you helped me film that the fits and facts.
Yes, super cute.
Which I have not done it yet.
How's this
in the works?
The conference would have been a perfect time.
I know.
I didn't even think about that.
It's okay.
It's fine. There's next year.
Yes. That is how we met. And that is a journey. And then at that mixer is when we're like, do you like sciencey health stuff?
Literally. Let's just sit back and just talk about science.
Yeah. And
health.
We finally got that Notion board together.
Yes.
Notion.
Shout out to Notion. Sponsor video.
Yeah. We got that Notion board together. We got a couple of ideas going on, and here we are.
Yeah, now we're here.
Yeah.
I have Jackie's name saved in my phone as Jackie, your friendly neighborhood scientist.
Hey.
So, as our local friendly neighborhood scientist,
right?
What do you exactly do, Jackie?
What do? I am by profession and by trade a medical laboratory scientist. That is what I went to school for. That is what I got my bachelor's of science in, and that is what I did for work for the past 8 years ish.
Okay.
Yeah. So medical laboratory science.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you know that's what you wanted to go to school for, or did you kind of just figure out along the way? Okay.
I originally I was first going to school to be a pharmacist.
Okay.
And then I realized I don't want to do pharmacy. No offense to pharmacists. I just myself was like, pharmacy's not the way for me.
Yeah.
So then, as an African child, a doctor is the next. A doctor is the next.
A doctor of some sort.
A doctor of whatever.
Yeah.
And so I went to school with pre-med in mind.
Okay.
So I was doing pre-med, and then for some strange reason, to this day, I don't know how I found an intro into medical laboratory sciences class, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
Took the class and fell in love, and switched my major from chemistry. Thanks, Dad. Switched that major, and it's been me and med lab sciences ever since.
Period.
Just locked in. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you? Have you always loved surgery?
As a kid, I used to, and I don't know why I said this, I used to always want to be a pediatrician.
Okay.
That was the thing that everybody knew up until I was 5, 6. I always said that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hilarious now because I don't scrub any peds cases.
Oh, at all.
At all. I've done a handful of cases, but I prefer not to.
Okay.
Just because it's just so volatile working with children because you have to be very particular with
everything. And you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I found out about surgical technology on accident while I was in school for medical coding. Yeah. My instructor at the time took us to the surgical tech program that was in the same school. Took us up there so we can visually see what we were reading in charts. And we got up to the classroom, and all the students were, they were practicing their labs so they can get ready to go to clinicals.
Okay.
And I started asking questions. I'm like, wait, So y'all assist in surgery, but you're not a doctor,
right?
And you're not a nurse. You don't have to go to med school. Sign me up. Yeah, so that's kind of where it went from there. I was that awkward kid. I don't know if it was awkward, but I was that kid that during Thanksgiving we didn't eat like the gizzards and all that. So my mom would take the turkey, and then like, you know, when you get the whole turkey, you have like the liver and stuff like that. I asked my mom, like, can I like dissect it? So she gave me a paper plate, paper like knife and every plastic knife, and I like dissected it. So wow. You have the little heart and like liver that comes with the turkey. Yeah,
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so I'm exactly where I should be.
I mean, honestly, exactly where you need to be. So yes. And don't feel weird about that, because I might also have a heart from high school that we dissected that I keep in a jar in my home. And alcohol, it's preserved, and it's a cow heart, so it's not a human heart. Just to clarify that.
Good.
Yeah.
I need my heart.
A lot of people do. Or don't.
You know, some people have ice boxes
where their heart used to be. Was it cachet? You said that you were in school for medical coding first.
Yes, yeah. So I have my, I had 2 certifications as a medical coder. Yeah. But I let one of them lapse because I wasn't coding full time. I didn't really need the 2. So I still do hold one of my medical coding certifications. Okay. I do that from time to time.
So how did you get into medical coding?
I was actually working at I say my first big girl job was working in admissions at one of those very expensive schools that you may hear about on TV. You know what I mean? That's like geared towards like adults that are trying to like pivot.
Oh, I see whom you mean.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say no names.
You're not gonna call them out.
But there's a list of schools that I would suggest not going to.
Gotcha. Does one of them rhyme with FEMA?
But it's kind of like, you know, also there was, you remember the commercial? You're sitting on your couch anyway.
Oh, so it like, rhymes with.
It was like one of those.
Okay, yeah. I'm over here trying to rhyme. I did not go to school for that. If you can tell, that's not my expertise. Okay, I got you though.
Yeah, I was working at one of those schools admitting students for a medical coding program.
Oh.
And I started doing my own research on how much people were making fresh out of school, and then how much the program was, and like nothing was adding up.
Of course it is that.
So I felt terrible. But then with doing all that research, I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. So I quit that job and then enrolled in a medical coding program locally. And I was living in Florida at the time. So
So instead of doing those institutions,
correct,
these expensive institutions,
the private for-profit institutions,
very for-profit,
very because we all need some profit. I get that.
Yeah, I mean, we make your money,
right?
Make your money,
right?
But
there's nothing wrong with for-profit, but there's not nobody over the head,
right? And
times are hard.
Yeah, very hard. Jeez. The economy,
or lack thereof.
Oh, well. I guess, what career fields have you thought of going into, or have you thought that you would never actually go into?
That I would never go into? Yeah. Honestly,
and this isn't a dig at anyone. We're just saying, as us personally, I wouldn't fare well in this area.
Honestly, a physician. Like an MD, doctor. Or even a surgeon specifically.
Oh, MD.
And and I still to this day, like I had a conversation just a few days ago, like Tati, why don't you go? If money wasn't an issue, if all you had to do was just focus on school, why not go to med school? Why not go all the way? And I'm just like, I really appreciate my life balance.
Yes,
I really appreciate the flexibility. I appreciate the fact that I've been able to grow and foster these beautiful friendships and relationships over the last couple of years. And I would not be able to do that in med school.
Very true.
Or residency or fellowship. Because if I were to go the full way, I would be a cardiac surgeon.
Right.
I'm not going to have a life.
Forever. You're going to be in school forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
So I'm in school right now for surgical assisting.
Okay.
So that's like the next best thing for me.
Okay.
You know?
Good.
Yeah. You know, still in surgery, in cardiac surgery.
Of course, but you're niche. Like you know where you want to go and what you want to do. Yeah, that's beautiful.
What about yourself? Is there anything that you...
Nurse. Sorry, dad, aunts, cousins. Everybody wants me to be a nurse, and I say, love you. It's not for me.
Yeah, I feel that.
The reason why I work in the laboratory is my bedside manner.
Ooh.
I'm a lovely person, don't get me wrong.
She is. I can attest to that.
Thank you kindly. But my bedside manner, I don't think would be very helpful to the patient at the time. And this is coming from someone who was a phlebotomist first, because I did phlebotomy for about 4 years before I got into medical laboratory sciences.
Okay.
Yeah, about 4 years. So I had to deal with patients, but it was a very quick, I'm here to draw your blood. I got your blood. Have a nice day. Besides that, I wasn't interacting. Anything front facing patient wise, I just know it wouldn't fare well for me.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. Because I enjoy being in surgery because all of my patients are under general anesthesia.
Yeah, they're asleep. They're steady guys. You don't need to say anything.
Yeah. So I get that.
Yeah.
But that's the great thing about healthcare and medicine is that there's so many different fields that give you the opportunity to help and give back. And you don't have to be that stereotypical or that generalized in your face.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's so many different
avenues and disciplines that you can actually go into and specialize. Because even if you do love patient interaction, you don't have to be MD or DO physician. Right. You don't have to be a nurse. You could respiratory therapists are definitely patient facing.
They make good money too.
They do make good money. Occupational medicine, there are so many different fields. So I mean, find something that speaks to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about different specialties in medicine. We're gonna,
all the things.
We might get some people on here that might be, a part of different specialties, but we'll see.
You never know what to expect.
You never know what we finna get.
Because what the health?
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell? What the healthy? What the healthy on?
What the healthy on?
What the healthy berry? Speaking of berries, did you know?
Ooh.
No, strawberries aren't actually berries. Cranberries are berries.
Is it because the seed is inside of it?
Yes.
Versus out? Well, where is the seed in the blueberry? Blueberries have seeds?
I don't think they have seeds.
Strawberries are covered in seeds.
Yes.
How the hell you grow blueberries?
It's the whole food pyramid they gave us is actually not actually real. It was lobbied by a grain company. That's why the grains at the bottom are supposed to be the biggest food group, but really it's supposed to be vegetables. They lied to us.
Wow.
They really lied to us.
But also, as an African woman,
yes,
as a Caribbean woman,
hey,
we gonna eat rice. So
grains is definitely the biggest food. I've been doing a little switch to the brown rice. Not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep it.
Okay, so with you being a medical laboratory scientist,
yes,
what exactly is your day-to-day now? Now that you have experience in the game, what does your role consist of?
Okay, so now that I have actual on the bench experience is what we refer to as people who work in the hospitals or whatever laboratory setting, actually running the test. Let me actually explain what medical laboratory sciences is.
Great point.
Because I realized I didn't say that.
Yeah.
So medical laboratory sciences are, it's pretty much just the analyzing of test results. So whether it be your blood or urine, feces, any type of bodily sample. So tissues organs, anything like that. We run the tests on there to analyze whether your levels are too high, they're too low, something is malignant, which means it might be cancerous, or, you know, different infections, bacteria. We're the ones that look at all of the plates when we do like cultures, and we
those
find
are
out.
so fun to look at.
Listen, I love me a good, I wasn't in micro really that much, but I love me a good like plate, and I can like see like, oh, this is a oh, you got strep pneumo. That's crazy.
Ooh. And you can just tell by looking at it, you know what it is.
Certain bacteria, because there's different like plates. There's like blood agar, there's like McConkey. So like depending on what color it is on the plate.
Take notes.
Listen, it's a whole. I mean, microbiology. You know,
yeah.
It's a whole thing. So based on the plate, based on the color that the actual culture is, you can tell what.
What bacteria it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And even then, sometimes the smell as well.
Interesting.
I think it's like Pseudomonas. Don't quote me on this because it's been a minute. One of the bacteria smells like chocolate cake. There's another one that smells like grapes.
That would make me so mad.
It's very dangerous.
I have a slice of chocolate cake in my refrigerator right now.
You want to share that?
That is hilarious.
But yes, medical laboratory science is just us running tests and trying to understand what's actually going on in your body.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So that was a good basis. In terms of what I do as like day to day now, I am a laboratory integration analyst, laboratory interface analyst.
Okay.
So I work on the interfaces that send like results across. So it's like you run the sample on like an analyzer or like an instrument, right? You get your blood, put it on the little machine, it goes beep boop bop beep beep bop beep boop.
Like SpongeBob.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so then you get whatever result sends across from that instrument to kind of like the computer.
Okay.
And
Technology.
Then exactly. I'm making sure that that area that it's sending the information to sends it accordingly. Like sends it right.
Got
so it's like if it's 25 on this machine, I need to make sure it says 25 over there.
Got it. Okay.
On like your my charts, on like when the nurses are looking at like the actual like patient charts, like we need to make sure.
And like I guess in layman's terms, or the most basic way I can think of it is just making sure like the Wi-Fi connection is good, essentially.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm making sure that this is connected.
Got it.
It's
Got
connected.
It. For free.
With we ain't gonna talk about that. So yeah, that is what I do in my job title as of now.
Okay, so is this kind of like a management type of role, or is this something that someone, I guess, what kind of experience do you need in order to get a role similar to that?
Working on the bench for a little bit, understanding what these tests actually mean, and kind of like what your ranges look like, and kind of like the composition of the test. Like, so if you get like a basic test, like a CBC, so complete blood count, right?
Yep.
It's in a pink tube, and we're looking at your WBC, so your white blood cells, your red blood cells, et cetera, et cetera. There's multiple tests in this one panel of tests, right? And each one of those tests has a reference range.
Okay.
So with that reference range, with that test, I need to make sure you have like experience understanding, like if the number is like 5.5 for your RBC, cool. If it's 5.5 for like your hematocrit, not cool.
Okay.
Like you have to have like an understanding of like what these numbers kind of mean, and kind of like get a good gauge for that.
Okay.
So you need to have a little bit of experience of being on the bench.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. It's really cool. But I do work in like I'm in leadership now, so I'm a lead, and I have some team members under.
Okay.
I mean, they work with me. I want to say they work under me because, you know, we're a team. T for team. Yes. Yeah. But yourself, what is your position and your role right now?
So currently, I do a lot.
Okay.
But I will say my too many hats, taking things off. But my favorite of them all is surgical technologist.
Okay.
Certified surgical technologist.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially what we do is set up, prepare all supplies, instrumentation, equipment, anything that's going to be needed during surgery, get that stuff, set it up in the operating room, and then assist during the entire procedure.
Makes sense.
One thing I like to always point out is that surgical technologists are the only professionals in the OR that are educated on everything operating room related. So we're taught on how about the sterilization of instrumentation.
Of course.
We're educated on, of course, all the different instruments, all the supplies, anything that hemostatic agents, medications. In school, I was also learning about, of course, not in depth, but also about anesthesiology.
Okay.
Because, we use certain anesthetics, like local anesthetics and things of that nature. We also do have to be aware of what's going on behind the drapes with anesthesia. So, again, we're the only person in the entire room that knows everything. Right. Ooh. Everybody really understands their role. So, of course, surgeons, they know what they're supposed to do. Anesthesiologists, they know what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Even nurses, oftentimes the surgical tech is training the nurse in the OR. Nurses don't even really get a full in-depth education or lecturing on operating room etiquette or sterile technique or anything like that. It's very, very simple. And I've been told that by multiple nurses that have gone to school in multiple different cities around the country. Yeah. So, yeah. But also surgical technologists, we work across all different specialties. Yeah. So I could be working in general surgery one morning, and then after lunch, I could be working in urology. Right. Cardiac surgery is my favorite. So I started out doing cardiac, vascular, and transplants right out of school. Ooh, very nice. Yes. The very first heart transplant I ever did, I cried during the procedure.
That's so profound.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what really made me love science even more. It's just being able to see what medicine has come to, what we're able to do. Right. It's absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. And then now that I'm in school for surgical first assisting, I'll be able to essentially do a little bit more than what's in my scope of practice as a surgical tech. Okay. So I'll be doing a lot of suturing and a little more tissue handling.
That's why I'm seeing all of the. Yes. You see her stories. Yes. Me seeing her doing a little. I'm like, okay.
Listen, I'm just trying to make sure that any patient that I work with, they heal. If I'm doing their suturing, I want them to be able to heal as nicely as possible.
Of course.
As a Black woman, I've had tattoos that have keloid. I've had scars that have keloided over, and it's just from not being handled properly. So I want to make sure I'm doing that right.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So. That's why you see the videos, child.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yes, I'm seeing this. I love when people are like improving like their skill set or like learning more to like aid in what it is that they're doing. Like they're advancing and they're learning like that. Something about it just gives me so much like joy.
Yes, it's like I'm really rooting for you.
Yeah, it's like I want to see you do whatever you're doing. I want to see you do that and more really well.
Right.
Like I want to see it.
Yes.
That's why I be so excited when I see it. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but this is really cool. But it's cool that you say that you work in like different like specialties. Like one day you're working, or like one morning you're working in cardiac and then urology. It's like for laboratories the same. Like we're touching every single part of the hospital. And a lot of people like when you take it into like perspective, like a lot of people are like, oh, it's just a lab, but it's like I could literally have a pediatric sample of a baby who was just born and someone who's on their like last breath. Like, so, or even someone who just passed and like they're doing like organ donation and they still have to keep the patient going. So they're sending like sodiums or potassiums every like 10-15 minutes.
And the way that just made me think about all the liver transplants I did at one facility. And the way the nurse would be on and off that phone, like before the patient even gets in the room, as much they would be on and off the phone trying to get like labs and all that. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot. And even then, like I did some blood gas machines. Like we validated them, which means that like we tested them to make sure that they ran appropriately in the ORs.
Okay.
So I used to be like in the OR seeing like open hearts, like cabbages, open heart surgeries, all of that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm out of the lab. The lab is a very like dungeon-esque place. So I was like, oh, I get to leave. And it's like I get to see like all of the surgeries, like all of the tools and like the corner. I'm just like, oh, this is very like in depth. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna stay away.
Yeah.
Sterilize and everything. But it's cool because it's like the lab is also there, but like, so it's like we work together. Like,
Right.
you know
I
what
was
mean?
just thinking that.
It's
Like
we see each other.
Literally.
I see you, see me.
it's all connected.
It's all connected.
We definitely, like, every discipline within healthcare in some way, shape, or form touches one another.
Exactly.
Which is why no matter what someone does, do not belittle or put down what anyone does.
At all, because you don't know how much of an impact they have on your day-to-day for work. Right. So we treat everybody with respect in healthcare. We might joke and, you know what I'm saying, a little jokey joke about, well, you didn't do the, but at the end of the day, like, I respect every single healthcare worker, every discipline. Right. Because if we don't work together, then the patients don't get well.
And that's the whole basis
that's
of
the bottom line.
Yeah, that's the basis of what all of us do.
Exactly.
It's the patient is the most important part.
First thing, only thing, we need to make sure that the patient is well, and so they can go home. Right. Because they need to go back home to their families. Right.
That part. So yeah, I feel like we really got into what I do, what you do, and I think that was a really good basis of kind of what you can expect from the podcast.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would love to hear what exactly it is that maybe you guys want to hear as well. With us being able to touch every kind of portion of healthcare. Yes. That's our goal. Yes. So whatever it is that you want to hear, let us know in the comments.
Yes, please type it out. Put an emoji, maybe referencing to whatever discipline it is that you want to see.
Definitely.
And we can go from there.
Yeah. I'm super excited to see where this goes.
I know. Yeah. I'm very excited to like branch out into different topics, different people, and just to expound upon that because this is going to be some good.
It's going to be real good.
It's going to be real good. Lying.
But all right. So, until the next episode.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely, don't forget to mind your health.
Mind your health.
Yeah. Bye.
That wasn't even planned. That last
it wasn't. It was good. It was a good little exit. Oh, is it still recording?
Yeah.
No, I was doing it.
Oh.